Is this Windows 7?
Yes.
I'm afraid something rather complicated has happened with my driver's license.
Sorry to hear that. What happened?
All right. Well, you see, I moved here from another state and I let my driver's license lapse and
Yes?
should I wait until you finish?
I don't think so. It's a very long book.
But are you listening to my problem?
I can read and listen at the same time. Go on.
Oh, well, anyway, I took the driving test again and I passed it, got this temporary license, which has now expired, and I've never gotten my permanent one. When I called about it, they said they had lost me in the computer and they had no record of me taking the test. So they couldn't send me my license, even though I did take it and pass the test. Your turn to say something?
Wait just a minute. Want to finish the paragraph. And what seems to be the matter?
Well,
In one sentence.
I haven't received my driver's license.
Let me see if you're on the computer.
I'm not on the computer.
What is your name?
I'm not there.
How do you spell that?
I'm not on the computer. I went to Windows 3 and they told me there was no record of me on the computer.
Don't get up. Don't get frustrated, Tap. Get super sweet. You love it.
I'm not Windows 3. I'm Windows 7. And I need to know your name.
Agnes James.
Is that A as in
Love this,
aardvark?
Tap. Love this, Tap. Love playing her on this.
G as in gesundheit, N as in nincompoop, E as in excruciating, S as in seltzer water, pause, J as in Jupiter, A as in Agnes, M as in Mary, E as in excruciating, and S as in slow, lingering death.
Yes.
Well, you're not on the computer.
I told you I wasn't.
Fine, I will give you an award at the end of the day. How else may I help you?
I would like my permanent license.
I'm sorry. There's no record of you on the computer.
Yes, but I have my temporary license.
This temporary license has expired.
Yes, I know it's expired.
It is no longer a valid license.
I know that. That's why I want my permanent one. I hadn't noticed it hadn't come in the mail until this one had already expired. I had presumed everything was all right.
Well, what a funny thing to do. If you don't have a valid driver's license, how did you get here to the Division of Motor Vehicles?
I took a taxi.
Can you prove that to me?
What? Yeah.
Did you keep a receipt from the taxi?
No, I didn't.
I trusted you not drive yourself here, did you, Ms. Agnes James?
No, I realize my license is not valid.
That is correct. You have an invalid license. Good morning.
But you're not helping me.
How may I help you?
I want my driver's license.
You must take the driver's test.
But I took the driving test.
I have no record of that.
I know you have no record of it. Some schmuck lost it in the computer.
Kindly do not speak Yiddish to me. If you wish to make an appointment to take the driving test, go to window 4.
I don't want to take the driving test.
Well, when did you take the test before?
It's the same date as that on my temporary license.
February 3rd, 1894. The Division of Motor Vehicles did not exist in 1894.
Let me see that. All right, it's a typo. It's clearly meant to be 1994.
I'm going to agree with you that it is more than likely a typo. You see, I don't stick to the rules on everything. I am human. What is your name again?
Agnes James.
Is that A as in aardvark, G as in gesundheit?
Agnes James.
Let me see if we have a record of you on the computer.
Oh, you don't. You don't. I told you you don't.
Why are you shouting at me? When I am shouted at, I do not feel like cooperating.
But you haven't been cooperating.
I have been cooperating. If I had not been cooperating, you would have been shouting at me much earlier than this.
Stay sweet, Tap.
I want my license.
Well, you can't have it. You're not on the computer.
But that's not my fault.
And it's not my fault. We are both blameless. Isn't that a nice feeling?
You are not helping me.
I'm doing everything in my power.
But don't you have more power than you're using? Can't you, for instance, type me into the computer and then send me my license?
No. Only the secretary at the driving test site can do that.
Oh, but when she forgets to do that at the time of the driving test, can't someone else do it?
If the secretary at the driving test site is willing to write a note admitting that she had forgotten to type in your name, then I can enter your name into the computer. And then we will fire her. Do you want her to lose her job?
No. I want you to lose your job.
I don't see how you can expect me to help you if you're going to be hostile.
Isn't there anything you can suggest to solve my problem?
If you could relive the initial driving test, when it was finished, you could ask to watch the secretary type in your name and your test result into the computer.
Your suggestion is that I relive the initial driving test?
It's a hypothetical suggestion, I admit. But it's the limit of what I can think of to assist you.
Could I see your supervisor, please?
My supervisor is shredding documents in the other room. He cannot be disturbed.
Look into my eyes. I want you to tell me what to do to solve my problem, and I want you to tell me right now.
Move out of New York.
That's a good suggestion. Thank you.
Ohio's nice.